friends, welcome back to my channel The Medico Stores. So our today's topic is going to be on pulmonary disease, and one of which is acute bronchitis. So we will be discussing the cause of acute bronchitis, its complaints, signs and symptoms, diagnosis, treatment. So let's get started. So what is acute bronchitis? Acute bronchitis is the inflammation of the upper airways following the upper respiratory infection. Causes of it is mainly viral infection, and sometimes it can be a bacterial though. So acute bronchitis is nothing but the inflammation of the airways. The airways means the bronchioles. We have bronchioles which leads to alveoli. So acute bronchitis is nothing but there is inflammation of that bronchioles which is due to some viral infection or bacterial infection, and that leads to the mucus get plugged in these bronchioles, and which leads to inflammation of this airways. So the most common cause of this is rhinovirus, parainfluenza, influenza A and B, respiratory syncytial virus, and coronavirus. And less common is mycoplasma pneumonia, Bordetella, or chlamydia pneumonia. These are the less common. Most common are these viruses. So acute bronchitis, it is the most common cause where patients seek medical care, and the cause of this is mainly triggers like some pollution, smoking, inhalation of chemicals, and the risk factor for this is the patient with smoke. We told now it's smoke, patient with COPD, patient with cystic fibrosis, and patient with bronchiectasis. So these are the patients which are at risk factor of getting acute bronchitis due to this diseases. Patient with acute bronchitis will have a history of common cold, which will consist of chills, fevers, and sore throat. So what will the common signs and symptoms? The patient will have non-productive cough, mainly this cough and nasal discharge. Cough and nasal discharge, these are the prominent symptoms in acute bronchitis. Cough and nasal discharge, and they will have non-productive cough, but this will be in initial stages. With time, and if they do not seek medical care, so that non-productive cough will be converted into productive cough. They will have dyspnea, chest pain, sputum will be clear, or with time it may become purulent. There will be mild fever, and a high and prolonged fever suggest influenza and pneumonia. So if there is high and prolonged fever which is for longer time, it will suggest influenza or pneumonia. So you have to learn to differentiate between this. So just remember, in acute bronchitis, cough will be the last symptom to subside. Like it will take a longer time for the cough to clearly go away. Like it will take 2 weeks or maybe more than 3 weeks. It varies from patient to patient, and it may take months too. So the cough is the last symptoms to subside. So in acute bronchitis, cough takes a longer time. Now for the diagnosis of acute bronchitis mainly is on clinical scenario. You see a patient who is having non-productive cough, is having a mild fever, he is having dyspnea, chest pain, and this is caused by a viral infection. So this scenario will give you a clear idea about, yes, it is acute bronchitis, and you may or may not need, but chest x-ray, it will be normal in acute bronchitis. And if you do the chest x-ray, and if the chest x-ray should be done in patient who have prolonged fever or high fever, that will be a suggestion of pneumonia, and the finding will suggest pneumonia. So if the patient is having pneumonia, so he will you have to think that he will have abnormal vital signs, whereas in acute bronchitis you don't have that. And he will also have crackles or hypoxia. Yes, hypoxia is mainly you can clear because pneumonia is nothing but there is a fluid is filled in the alveolar sac. So the alveolar sac is where our exchange of gases happens. So if the alveolar sac is damaged in pneumonia, you will get hypoxia, and of course your vital signs will be abnormal and you will also hear crackles, whereas these symptoms you do not get in acute bronchitis. So you have to differentiate between these patients. And if the patient is older, so you need to do chest X-ray because pneumonia is very common in older patient too. So if the patient is having productive cough and fever, and but he do not have these findings, auscultatory findings like crackles, wheezings, so you need to do chest X-ray in those patients. And sputum culture, mainly it is not required in this case. So the important thing is you have to diagnose this acute bronchitis based on the clinical scenario, what you see in patient. And if the chest X-ray, you have to do it, which will give you a sign for pneumonia. On this signs will be more for pneumonia. So now the treatment for acute bronchitis is nothing but you have to just relieve the symptom of the patient by giving acetaminophen, inhaled beta agonist for wheezings, and oral antibiotic. You use oral antibiotic if your patient is with COPD. If the patient is COPD, so you have to give an antibiotic. So mainly all patients require the symptomatic treatment. We should give acetaminophen, hydration, antitussive, that means suppression of the cough. We give antitussive when the cough when the cough is mainly at night during the sleeping time. Your patient complained for this, and that time you have to give antitussive. If your patient is having wheezings, you have to give inhaled beta agonist, albuterol, ipratropium in less than 7 days. And if the cough persists for more than 2 weeks because of the airway irritation, some patients benefit from few days of inhaled corticosteroids. So if I have told you that cough is the last symptom to subside in acute bronchitis, it may take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and in some cases it takes months. But if it is persist more than 2 weeks, so you have to give inhaled corticosteroids. But just remember, you have to give it at low doses because corticosteroids have many side effects. The best way is to not give it. If you are confirmed with your diagnosis, just inform it that it will go in a few weeks. You have to inform that to patient, and you have to give antitussive for that suppression. And just remember, oral antibiotic is not used in acute bronchitis. It is only used in patients with COPD who have more cough, high rate of dyspnea, high rate of sputum purulence. In these patients, we give compulsory oral antibiotic to avoid any more infection. So what oral antibiotic we give? Amoxicillin for 7 days, doxycycline for 7 days, azithromycin for 4 days. We give trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole for 7 days. So you have to just remember that we should give antibiotic only in case if patient is having COPD. So here we finished our video for acute bronchitis. I hope you understand it. The main thing is to just remember what are the common signs and symptoms, what are the diagnosis, and mainly we saw that it is clinical based, and what are the treatment. You should just relieve the symptom of the patients. And just remember, oral antibiotic we do not use in acute bronchitis, we use in case of COPD, or if patient is having any other disease just which may lead to more infection. So you have to give oral antibiotic to prevent more infection. And yes, so we'll see you in my next video. Thank you.